timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin on the ground with Kamara. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
38. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A 10th carry for Kamara. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denying his bid for a 2nd score.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack them here.
yardage that time for Washington.
43 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab.
8 yards on.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Haskins. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, here's Haskins. This is caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Washington 21, Saints 7. Justin Tucker.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for... And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Will Lutz lining up for the...
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200... it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes this Washington 28, Saints 20. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of
couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up second down. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Running with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he comes back with one complete.
Pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, it's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on the...
It's caught inside the 25. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, you just... kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Jones on the coverage.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down by Kendall.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball, So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they get a little bit of praise.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
It's 2nd and 8.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
The onside kick recovered by Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they